legends. Almost long time no see. I missed it. Y'all, don't look at my hair. I know it's looking crazy. Okay, we've been talking about authenticity, and here we are. Okay, we're back with another vlog. If you are new, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you already know you're coming back. Hit the like button too because I already know you're going to like this. Feel free to comment. This is definitely a safe space. And if you are returning, welcome back, legends. You already know what the is going on. Okay, I wanted to hop in and do a quick little vlog. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm on my lunch break right now. I wanted to do a quick little vlog and just talk about like I wanted to come back and just brush up on something that we've talked about before. Y'all know we talk about intuition a lot. We talk about following the intuition. We talk about the difference between the intuitive voice and the voice of the ego and the voice of the shadow. We know that those are three completely different things. But there was a period in time, I believe it was like a few months ago, definitely within a year, where we had a conversation and I was talking about how the intuition is never wrong. So just always follow your intuition. And if you follow that intuitive voice, you can never make the wrong decision. We also talked about how there is no right or wrong decision. 88 just passed me on the truck. There is no right or wrong decision. There's only the decision that you choose to make, and whatever decision you choose to make, it is the right decision for you in that time period in order for you to move to the next best spot for you, in order for you to learn the lessons that are necessary, in order for you to hold the stability and hold the abundance in the new era that you are imagining and dreaming of, right? Cool. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it took me several months, and I was thinking about that, and I was like, the intuition is never wrong. But sometimes we can be wrong about what our intuition is trying to tell us. Okay, so I just wrote down a couple of downloads and I just want to share them with y'all quickly. So the intuition in its pure essence is never incorrect, never flawed, and never incomplete. Okay, that's the intuition in its pure essence. It's important to remember that our intuition is like a direct connection to the divine. It is the divine, right? That is our higher self. That is our straight direct connection to our divinity, right? It's our emotions that mutate our discernment of the intuitive message, right? And remaining grounded lessens the distortion of the divine follow through. So a lot of times when we get, especially like, I know a lot of us are like clairsentient came to mind. I believe that's like smelling things. So maybe some of you guys are clairsentient. But what I was thinking in my head was clairvoyant. A lot of us are clairvoyant, claircognizant, right? And a lot of times things will, let's say for me, like things will come up maybe like a letter, or it might come up like a phrase, or it might come up as a vision. Like for instance, in the past 2 weeks, I had a vision of like mountains, and in the back of the mountains you would see the day switch to the night, and then you see the sun switch to the moon, then you see it switch, the day switch to night. Now I did not know what that meant until about 2 weeks later, actually a couple days ago, when I saw that exact day change to night, change to day. I saw that exact scene in a YouTube video. It was a part of an African folklore story, something that one of my spirit guides specifically wanted me to see. But that's one thing that you know, like if I would have taken that with, you know, the emotions that were currently surrounding me, I would have never got to the point to where I was able to decipher and discern like, okay, this is something else. So a lot of times you know, with our intuition, we do also receive emotions naturally, right? Because your body is reacting to this new information, new to your conscious, not new to your subconscious, this new information. And almost automatically we try to humanize something that is divine, right? Because in order to apply this information, we have to humanize it. We have to figure out, okay, how do I apply this in a human context, right? We have to analyze it. We try to intellectualize it. And in this process, right, we kind of start to stray away from the pure essence of the intuitive message that we got in the first place. Because, the mind can't be quiet at that point. So that leads me to the next point, right? This is a common myth. A lot of times when we talk about like, meditating, or even just meditating on an intuitive message that you received, right? A lot of times we feel like, okay, I need to quiet my mind so that I'm able to focus. Spirit says the mind cannot be quieted, okay? To oppose quiet the mind as a grounding technique, allow the mind to wander and explore each thought, okay? This is going to not only be more beneficial to your multidimensional self, because it allows every dimension of yourself that are having these different thoughts to feel validated, to feel heard, and to feel understood, right? And then exploring each thought allows you to not suppress it, right? Because we know that when we suppress things, they don't go away. Energy does not get created or destroyed. It only transforms. So in that case, we would be storing it in our sacral, right? We would be storing it in places where we don't need it, right? Okay, the next point is intuition does not announce fear-driven messages. A lot of times, when we receive something, it's difficult, or it may take a minute to discern exactly where it comes from, which part of me or which answer, it can be difficult to determine where specifically something came from. But it's important to know, as a part of your deciphering, that intuition will never tell you something fear-based without giving you some type of solution. Anytime my intuition has given me, has straight, told me, hey, look, this is about to be a tower, but they will always come with comfort. They will always tell me it would be okay, and they would tell me different ways that I can resolve this tower. Because more than likely, if your intuition is telling you about a tower moment, or if your intuition is telling you about something unpleasant, it's probably inevitable. It's not to, have a back and forth of, did I lead myself here or not? That's not the point. The point is to make yourself aware so that you can prepare, okay? And the key word here is prepare, right? Because the intuition will prepare you not only by giving you the information, but also by giving you effective solutions, right? I wrote down, I said, recognize fear as an emotion outside of the intuition and outside of the intuitive message itself, okay? Fear is one of those humanizing characteristics that we use. It's an emotion that we use in order to try to, yes, to protect us, but also to keep a sense of normality when things are obviously in the midst of huge change, okay? And then last but not least, I wrote down a truth, right? So we discussed the myth, the fact that the mind cannot be quieted. That's not something that's effective or beneficial to do, especially if it's not easy. If it's frustrating you, you probably don't need to quiet your mind, because you've probably been telling your mind to shut up all day while you was at work, or while you was with your man, or while you was trying to take care of your kids, or while you know what I'm saying? You probably been telling your mind to be quiet all day. So it would be more effective to let the mind ramble and wander, validate it, okay? Validate it, and then come back to your grounding with the intuitive message, and really try to decipher the meaning from a more more pure place, right? More, I'm not gonna say absent, but a little bit less void of so many muggled emotions, okay? And the last truth is firm acceptance and belief in the intuition can completely shut down, okay? And when Spirit says shut down, they clarified it with 3 different words or phrases. The first one is to annihilate, to dismantle, and to leave desolate, okay? Firm acceptance and belief in intuition can completely shut down, annihilate, dismantle, and leave desolate any contradicting emotional statements, okay? This again goes back to intuition does not announce any fear-driven messages. It actually does quite the opposite. When you hold that intuitive message or that intuitive belief to those fear-based thoughts, those fear-based like you know what I'm saying, like intrusive thoughts. When you hold the intuitive thought, right, that pure essence of the intuition, when you hold that to something that is fear-based, a lot of times you can find the crack in the fear-based scenario, the fear-based statement. You can almost like break that and say like, okay, I see why that's some BS. Okay, I see why that's, you know, like I hear it, I feel it, but this, okay? The spirit is egging you to really focus on accepting the fact that you do have a gift, okay? You are talented, and to just trust yourself. Not only will this build fortifiable confidence. I don't know what somebody just came into my store and asked me for a fortifying mask. I think to fortify means to like to clarify and to help build it like in a healthy way. But yeah, it's going to help build your confidence, and it's also going to, I heard spirit say, lessen your codependency on others. So you won't have to ask as many people like, hey, what you think about this, or hey, I was thinking about doing this, or hey, like it's not going to be as much of that. Because once you allow your thoughts to ramble, right, once you allow yourself to give the multi-dimensions of yourself that are coming up with these thoughts, I mean, even though we're observing the thoughts aren't ours, but still you're in this body observing them. So you know what I'm saying? Like, once you give all of these different aspects of you permission to really live, to thrive, to be alive, to do what they do, you can take control. Because at the end of the day, like we said, you are not having these thoughts, you're observing these thoughts. However, you are that intuition though. That's really you. That's you, him, or her, however you want to, you know. We're gender neutral over here, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I really didn't want too much. I just wanted to come in and clarify that, because I know sometimes we don't even know, like we'll be like, okay, I think it's my intuition, but you know if it's your intuition, because your intuition only comes a certain type of way. It feels very defined. It feels very definitive. My intuition has never came to me and told me something without confidence, and something else, whatever my intuition has came in and told me, it has never changed. So if it seems flip-floppy, that's not your intuition. It's okay. It's okay. We learn in discernment, okay? And not even just discernment of what is intuition, but our discernment of how to decipher the messages that intuition gives us, so that we are able to just go about life a lot easier, okay? I love y'all so much. I hope that y'all are doing great. Obviously, I'm in a good mood, and I hope that y'all are in good moods too. I really hope that y'all are mirroring me, not all the time, but I know that y'all are mirroring me all the time. That's why we're aligned. But yeah, I'm about to go clock back in. No, I'm kidding. I like my job. I'm about to go clock back in, and I'll tap in with y'all a little bit later. I love you guys. To life, to the moon, to Mars, to Saturn, to Venus, to Lilith, and back to Earth. I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace. Don't forget to like the video, comment if it helped you out, and then subscribe to the channel, because I know I'll see you back very, very soon. Also, shout out to all 231 of our subscribers. We're getting up there, and we will be starting the Patreon back again when we hit 555. All right, I'm really out, y'all. See y'all. Love you.